Welcome back in, everyone, to EA Sports coverage of the NFL. It's 49er football as we get back into the action in the first quarter. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
The tackle by Jeff Okuda.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Goff's pass.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Goff on third down. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Kenneth Murray brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field.
Let's go, D. Big series right here.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. Pressure gets to Haskins, and down he goes. Clay Matthews adding another sack to his impressive NFL resume. That's called setting the tone right.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. The all-pro corner, Tre'Davious White, picks it off.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost hit him nowhere to go. Here he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he'll be marked down at the 2-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
They got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Chase Claypool, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets have taken a first quarter lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And San Francisco gets set to go here. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Gone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Don't walk out here, man.
So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 38, Goff. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
And it's 3rd down. Third
and long. It's gone. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And now it's the punter Weil on as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Haskins from his own end zone. Quick slant to Brown. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
For a Jets.
Able to hit his target, Claypool. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
What we got?
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 40. 23 yards the pickup there.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Intercepted by the 49ers.
First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. The man with over 1,000 catches, Jason Witten, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a handoff for Drake. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Hey, we don't need no more penalties right here.
Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle the team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Jets 7, 49ers nothing.
Check. Right there. 54. 54, right there. 54 Mike.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Kenneth Murray. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, here's Goff. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete.
Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. DJ Chark, first-time Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And now the throw taken in by Chark. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. A gain there of 21 yards.
They were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
Got a man. It's Brown. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Kenneth Murray able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Matt Weil in.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard.
So here are the Jets now to take over. They were winners a week ago against Buffalo, and they lead here with a 1st and 10. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. That one complete. He finds Shark. And down inside the 15 he goes. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a 1st down. And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Haskins. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Chase Claypool, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove, they're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
Adam Thielen, he gets set to go again with the rest of this offense. Looking down at the stats here, realizing he has no catches. They targeted him twice, but no catches. So how do they get him more involved, Charles?
You make sure he touches it on routes that he likes to run, maybe even run a reverse or some type of a jet sweep so he gets his hands on the ball and get him active and involved in the game. You just try and find ways to get him going, and it doesn't have to be something that's big downfield.
Maybe kind of like in basketball, just a shooter seeing the ball go through, you get him a rep, get him more comfortable.
I agree with that totally. Maybe set that solid screen and give him an easy look.
To this point, no catches. Snead's got it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Jerome Baker picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And he's going to go down again. Kenneth Murray in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Here's Matt Weil now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards there, a big one.
Well, he's definitely a big target out there, listed at 6'4", and he used every one of those extra inches to go up and make that catch.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Catch number, got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Chase Claypool on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jets will extend their lead. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. And now let's talk about Kenyon Drake. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you get a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Still time for him here as we sit in the 2nd quarter.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Kenneth Murray. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop him with a tick under a minute to go before half.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
Well, I think it's back to the drawing board, or should I say in today's game, the Surface tablet after this drive. 3 plays, they go backwards. They look like they've gotten something going right there, but they'll have to punt the football away to end this one.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Chase Claypool, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted by the 49ers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it.
Hey. We got 3. We got 3. 3 down. 3 down.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've come. That came a little abruptly here. Still working on my apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out. And we can get to the third quarter now. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Here again comes Dwayne Haskins and company. And it was somewhat of a strange first half. He threw 3 interceptions, yet you look at the scoreboard, they've got the lead.
So you know what I think he did at the half? He stood up in front of the team, especially in front of the defense, and said, thank you. Appreciate what you've done. You guys have picked me up in a big way. And guess what? I'm going to get back to being who I am, which is pretty darn good. Let's go play the second half.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The intended receiver there, the rookie Chase Claypool. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Heck of a 4th and short conversion. They end up getting north of 20 yards. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
A gain of 29.
From the red zone now, Haskins on 1st down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Haskins. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
At the 7-yard line.
Mike's 54.
Out of the gun. Goff. A quick pass to Cup. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7.
7-yard gain on the play.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. On the give, this is Drake. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Goff. And he coughed it up, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
He's tight right here.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 8.
It's now 2nd and goal from the 8-yard line.
Haskins back to the air. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Intended for Marquise.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity.
Haskins hit, and he lost the football.
Dwayne Haskins sacked.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport. 2nd and 16.
6 yards. It's 2nd down.
From the gun, it's Drake. He's got room to run past the 20. Now Drake loses the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And some room to roam now.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Not today, you aren't. Not today. Hey, watch Sam, watch Sam. Check.
Now a handoff to Miller. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
49ers nothing.
They stay on the ground with Drake.
Kenyon Drake.
The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back. Now the ball comes loose. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. And he's in for the 49ers score. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Are you?
We can't be stopped. You see me out here? That's right. We can't be stopped.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And escapes the sack. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
Intended for
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Haskins. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Trey Flowers able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Completes it to Davis. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Well, he flew past 200, 300, 400 yards. Now he's over 450 yards passing on the day.
So what you're saying is oxygen for everyone catching the ball and trying to defend?
Yeah, especially those guys trying to defend right now.
No doubt. They've got to be a confused group because they haven't been able to defend him very well at all. And I think he just wants to keep firing. When you have that kind of a day, you're just locked in.
And Brown's got it. Touchdown, Jets. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
First and 10.
The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
His throw incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target. And now it's second down. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. Second and 10 from the 25. This pass into the arms of Snead. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The Niners on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Back to throw. Goff. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
3 and out.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will be blown dead right around the 25-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Haskins. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, but it's going to be second down. Second and 10. Here's Haskins again. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. Compelled to go for it. And my goodness, another interception. The all-pro corner, Tre'Davious White, picks it off. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but
Let's go.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he converts, and it cuts the lead to 35-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Jets take over first.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd.
Back to the air, Haskins after the pick 6. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
At the 25-yard line.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
6-man. Check curl.
This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
2nd and 10 now. Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Finally a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. The open man is Chark. It's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Haskins going to try to throw it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
That's good.
The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Haskins
Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
at their own 2
To be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him, but you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on, but it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. He was going right back to Cooper Kupp, and it's 3rd down.
54, right there, 54, Mike.
From the end zone, Goff trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Florida, C.J. Henderson.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone, and you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out, and I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
54, Mike.
From the gun, here's Goff. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Kenneth Murray in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
It's 3rd down.
One last throw here for Goff. And incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
Incomplete. It's now.
Here's Matt Weil now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Rush comes, and he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
49ers 7.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.